Hi and welcome to another edition of the DFS Minute, where again this week we're going to take a look at all of this weekend's games in one video. We appreciate everyone's feedback on last week's video and we're glad that you like the format. We hope that we can give you some tips that will help you win this weekend. There's good money up for grabs this week with over 82,000 in guaranteed contests at Draft Stars, 21,000 at Moneyball and around 3,800 currently at Top 8. Those combined will take us well over the $100,000 mark for this week. When you add in the NRL and the NBA contests, as well as the smaller platforms, we're probably at close to around $120,000 in prize money this weekend, which just shows how the DFS industry is currently growing in Australia. One contest worth mentioning is that Top 8 have an Eels special contest on Sunday, and that's a contest with no salary cap. I do wonder how many times we'll see that joke played out in the next few weeks. It'll be a bit of a shorter video today. As you all know, there's no regular season NRL this weekend, with the representative round taking place. Tonight sees New Zealand play Australia, while City vs Country takes centre stage on Sunday. I'm not going to dwell too long on those games, as I don't put much faith in our mathematical model, given the different play styles and the different positions we'll see from people in those games. However, in both contests I'll be looking to play a combination of halves, fullbacks and wingers. So we could look at Johnson, Kahu and Nightingale. And we could look at a combination such as Caesar, Gutherson and Nofaluma for the City side. For me, it's going to be a case of starting with those stacks, surrounding them with the most reliable forwards that we can find, and then just hoping for the best. It's always a bit of a lottery in these representative rounds and state of origin. Over in the AFL, Sydney are the big favourites of the round, and they'll definitely be a favourite stacking combination on Saturday. They're 74.5 point favourites over Essendon, while the rest of the Saturday games are expected to be fairly close. Collingwood, Great Western Sydney, Geelong, perhaps your best chance of finding a big win. Sunday this week is a short slate in the AFL with just two games. North Melbourne and Port Adelaide are both favoured by 15 to 20 points. And with that slate, I think it's going to be a pretty tough week to build a lineup. The AFL gets going tonight then with the Tigers taking on the Hawks, and the Hawks are a 38 point favourite in that contest at the moment, and they're about even money to win by more than 40. It's a good opportunity to stack the Hawks with Sam Mitchell, Sean Grigg and Brett Delidio amongst our top ranked players. Delidio of course a Tiger, but Sam Lloyd and Daniel Howe look good value options in that contest. In Saturday's slate we expect everyone to be pretty heavy on Sydney, and we'll likely do the same with a few of our lineups. But with such a big slate of games there will likely be some interesting combinations at the top of the leaderboards. For Sydney, Hanbury and Parker will probably be in a lot of lineups, as will Tom Mitchell. But Aaron Hall for Gold Coast and Josh Kennedy for West Coast may provide some points of difference. Prices are pretty tough this week, but you might look at Ethan Hughes of Fremantle if you're looking for a value play. He has a shot at significantly outperforming his salary. And Josh Smith of Collingwood, Dale Thomas and Matthew Leuenberger are all good mid-range options if you're looking to bulk out your lineup. On Sunday's two-game slate, Brad McKenzie and Aaron Mullett lead the way for North Melbourne. Both are currently named as part of an extended interchange, so be sure to check the lineups before that contest starts. And we like the look of a lot of the Brisbane players, and we'll probably try some mixed lineups in that contest, hoping for a bit of an upset and the Lions to be competitive. Dane Beams, Josh Shark and Darcy Gardiner lead the way for value, while Dane Zorko, Tom Rockcliffe, Pierce Hanley look like they could score well. Gerard Waite, Zebel and Goldstein lead the way for North Melbourne. For Port Adelaide we're looking at Ollie Wines, Hamish Hartlett as probably the best picks. Darcy Byrne-Jones is a good value pick for Port Adelaide. Again though, he's named as part of an extended bench this week, so watching for late lineup news in that contest is going to be crucial as well. And that pretty much wraps up this week's DFS Minute. I'll remind you that we're offering a 2-week free trial on Fantasy Insider at the moment, so if you head over there you can view our full projections for this week, as well as try our lineup cruncher to enter this week's contests. You can use the lineup cruncher at the moment for pretty much every contest at Draft Stars, Moneyball and Top 8 by changing the settings. And so wherever you play and whatever contests you're going to enter this weekend, I look forward to seeing you on the leaderboards. Have a great weekend.